Hi there, everybody. Just in a couple of minutes, we will be waiting for another 100 of the attendees to be able to join our meeting. And this is also streamed on a Facebook, so be free to join this webinar from there too and share the links so everybody could know about our program. So hello, everybody. I think that we waited enough for everybody to join. I'm Helen. I represent StrategEast, and today we're here to discuss our fabulous program of IT HUB Azerbaijan. We will be hearing today from the multiple specialists from the different companies who joined today our presentation. So you will be able to hear about our program, about the point of view of the speakers who are joining, and you will be able also to ask questions in the time being. So our manager Karina and I will be waiting for you in the chat, but also we will gather the most relevant questions and answer them live. For your convenience, webinar will be in 2 languages. For those representatives who are joining us from Azerbaijan, we will be speaking in Azerbaijani language. So stay tuned, and I think that we will start from our first guest speaker, who is also our partnership development manager in the Central Asia region, Roshan, who is also working in StrategEast. So Roshan, please, floor is yours, and I'll let you speak.
Hello, Helen. Thank you so much. And sizi salamlamaq istərdim, hörmətli iştirakçılar. İlk öncə iştirakçıların bir hissəsi biz əminik ki, bu təlimi uğurla keçəcək və Azərbaycanın gələcəkdə IT sahəsində beynəlxalq bazarlarında təqdim edəcək. Həm mən istərdim bizim tərəfdaşları salamlaya, hansılar ki, bugün iştirak edir və imkan yaradırlar, belə bir fürsət yaradırlar ki, bu layihə həyata keçirsin və Azərbaycan IT sahəsində hansısa bir gələcəkdə uğurlu bir yeri olsun. Qeyd edim ki, layihə həm Gürcüstanda keçir, artıq onlar növbəti mərhələdədirlər və uğurla keçir və biz məsləhət görürük, biz istərdik ki, bu fürsətdən siz mütləq istifadə edəsiniz. Bu həm ödənişsizdir, bu həm də ki, siz həyat planlarınızı davam edərək paralel olaraq götürə bilərsiniz bu təlimləri və gələcəkdə yəni bir IT sahəsində karyera və bacarıqlarınızı artıra bilərsiniz. Sizdən sual gözləyirik, chat hissəsində qeyd edə bilərsiniz və sözümü növbəti iştirakçıya verirəm. Helen, you can go to the next our speaker. Helen, do you hear me? Hello? I don't hear.
Yes. Yes, I do. So basically, I think that we will be starting with the our first guest, who is Majid Mirzaev. He will be speaking on the purpose of the company Center of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. So Majid, please, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Helen. Can you help me turn on my camera? I can't turn it on.
Just a second.
Actually,
yeah, maybe. Just a second.
Thank you, Majid, for raising this, because speaking face-to-face is much more easier and much more communicative.
Yes, exactly.
Bugünkü webinar aparanlar biz çalışırıq videonu qoşaq. Texniki Helen xanım indi çalışır. Qoşsun. Qeyd edim ki, bugün dünyanın bir neçə şəhərlərindən bizim webinara qoşulub və aparıcılar arasında. Və biz ümid edirik ki, Azərbaycan regionlarından da bizə qoşulub. Çünki layihənin əsas məqsədi ölkəmizin regionlarında informasiya texnologiya sahəsində bilik və bacarıqların artırılmasıdır. Və biz bilirik ki, buna ehtiyac var. Artıq görürük ki, suallar gəlir, biz çalışarıq onu webinar zamanı cavablandıraq. Məcid, məncə biz başlaya bilərik. Artıq xanım qoşulanda oca görsənəcək. Məncə hansısa problem yaranır.
Okay, başlayaq. Mən videonu qoşa bilmirəm, ona görə videosuz davam edəcək. Hələlik alınanda videoya qoşular inşallah. Deməli, hər kəsə salamlar ilk öncə. Mənim adım Məziddir. 4-cü Sənaye İnqilabının Təhlili və Koordinasiya Mərkəzindən oranı təmsil edirəm. 4-cü Sənaye İnqilabının Təhlili və Koordinasiya Mərkəzi İqtisadiyyat Nazirliyinin tərkibində bir qurumdur. 2021-ci il yanvarın 6-sında Azərbaycan Respublikasının Prezidentinin fərmanı ilə yaradılıb və məqsədimiz 4-cü Sənaye İnqilabı sahəsində fəaliyyət göstərən beynəlxalq təşkilatlar arasında əməkdaşlıq, bu sahədə əlaqələndirmə, rəqəmsal iqtisadiyyat üzrə çağırışlar, təşəbbüslər, strategiyalar və sair layihələrin və təhlili və koordinasiyasını həyata keçirməkdir bizim məqsədimiz. Eyni zamanda 4-cü Sənaye İnqilabı texnologiyalarının Azərbaycanda tətbiqi və sair bu sahədə də araşdırmalar edirik. Bundan əlavə biz Dünya İqtisadi Forumunun, hansı ki, bəlkə də siz World Economic Forum deyə tanıyırsınız, onunla sıx əməkdaşlıq edirik və oranın Azərbaycandakı mərkəzinə ev sahibliyi edirik. Onlarla bir neçə platformada süni intellekt, maşın öyrənməsi, əşyaların interneti, şəhər transformasiyası, rəqəmsal ticarət platformalarında əməkdaşlığımız mövcuddur. Mərkəzimiz haqqında bu qədər. Özümü dedim, Məzid Mirzəyev. Əsas indi keçək IT HUB Azerbaijan layihəsinə. IT HUB Azerbaijan layihəsi Azərbaycanda İKT sektorunda xarici investisiyaların, foreign direct investment'ın artırılması üçün ortaya atılmış, həyata keçirilən bir layihədir və bu layihə çərçivəsində biz 80 tələbəni seçib onlara IT sahəsində müəyyən kurslarda hazırlaşdıracaq. Bu kurslar 11 ay təşkil edəcək, onlayn şəkildə davam edəcək və tamamilə ödənişsiz əsaslarla olacaq. Layihənin sonunda müvəffəqiyyətlə, layihənin proqramları müvəffəqiyyətlə bitirən gənclər arasından seçilənlər deyək, hamısını çalışacaq eləyək, amma böyük ehtimal ki, mümkün olmayacaq. Onların arasından seçilənlər xarici şirkətlərdə, amma Azərbaycanda qalmaq şərti ilə işlə təmin olunacaqlar. Bu, remote ola bilər, yəni onlayn ola bilər, fizik şəkildə ora gedib gələ bilərsiniz. Azərbaycanda əgər filialları varsa, o dəyişə bilər artıq. Bundan əlavə, layihə deməli, ilk 2 ay, deməli, hal-hazırda bəziləriniz e-mail almışsınız, orada sizə gəlib ki, IT HUB Gürcüstan layihəsinə seçilmişsiniz. Orada biraz yanlışlıq olub, ondan bağlı biz üzr istəyirik. Əsas məsələ orada ama odur ki, sizə o e-maillər gəlir və siz layihənin birinci mərhələsindən keçmişsiniz. Bu o deməkdir ki, artıq siz növbəti 2 ay ərzində ilk öncə ingilis dili imtahanı verməli olacaqsınız. Ondan sonra əgər ingilis dili imtahanından da müvəffəqiyyətlə keçsəz, 2 ay müddətində hazırlıq kursları olacaq. Bu hazırlıq kursları həm ingilis dili üzərindən olacaq, həm də fərqli sizin seçdiyiniz sahələr üzrə fərqli texniki sahələr ola bilər. Ondan sonra isə növbəti bir eləmə mərhələsi deyək, o başlayacaq və o zaman artıq 80 nəfər seçiləcək və onlar növbəti 9 ay ərzində öz seçdikləri kurslar, öz seçdikləri sahə üzrə dərslər alacaqlar. Belə, ümumən mənim deyəcəklərim bu qədər. Əgər nəsə suallarınız varsa, chatdə ya da bilmirəm artıq danışmağa icazə var, yoxsa yoxdur. Necə istəyirsə suallarınızı yönləndirin, mən bacardığım qədər cavab verməyə çalışacağım və digər əməkdaşlarımız da eyni şəkildə. Biz bu layihəni EBRD, Avropa Yenidən Qurma və İnkişaf Bankı ya da AIB deyirik biz öz dilimizdə, onlar və StrategEast mərkəzi ya da müəssisəsi ilə birlikdə həyata keçiririk. Layihə EBRD ilə Azərbaycan arasında bircə hesab, əməkdaşlıq hesabı əsasında maliyyələşir. Buna görə də tamamilə ödənişsiz əsaslarladır. Bu qədər. İnşallah hamınıza uğurlar arzulayıram və müvəffəqiyyətlərinizi görməyi səbirsizliklə gözləyirəm.
next speaker from EPAM, Vadim. Vadim, please join us as and tell us which projects and which other streams EPAM could possibly be into for Azerbaijan and other IT hubs as a training and development director. So the floor is yours. Happy
Thank
to
you,
join.
Helen. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, my friends. So it is a pleasure for me to be here because for us, it's quite inspiring and still challenging initiative as we are not present in the country yet. Let me quickly share my screen. Please let me know if you see it.
Yes, we do it.
Great. So my name is Vadim Zelenkov. I am Learning and Development Director, responsible for programs tailored for career starters. And as we are a bit new in the country, I guess it was saying a few words about us. So I will present who we are, tell more about our programs that we are going to pilot in Azerbaijan, and of course, emphasize peculiarities and advantages of our engineering programs. So in a few words, who we are. EPAM is a global engineering and consulting company helping our clients to expand their businesses by building innovative technology solutions for them. As you see, we are almost 30 years on the market, and around 300 of our clients are entering Forbes Global 2000 list, and we are proud of working with them and solving their complex challenges. As you see, the landscape of our customers is quite diverse. We have various industries working with financial services, travel, life science, healthcare, and today I can say that we have about 60,000 EPAMers spread across the globe. And speaking about countries of our presence, you see here that we have representative offices in almost 50 plus countries around the world. But we are not only engineers, we are also educators. We have decades of experience in learning and development. You see here quick facts about us. So the first training program was merged back in 2004. Right now we have partnership with more than 160 universities. Also, we are developing solutions, platforms for education. Right now, we have 9 educational software solutions in our portfolio. We have huge catalog of trainings. So today, more than 16,000 trainings available for our employees and partners. You see here that the majority of our junior are hired through educational programs. So 98% of talents we develop, we grow through education. And yeah, as I said, we have great experience in education for customers, for partners, for career switchers, for students, and even for kids. Of course, we are proud to contribute into talent development in Azerbaijan. Again, we understand the challenges. There is a drastic need to increase IT education in the region so that big companies like EPAM can enter this market and operate successfully. So that is why upskill is kind of solution that we are going to bring. So upskill is a boot camp developed to provide training opportunities for everyone, for every individual willing to jumpstart career in the field of information technology. And even we are speaking about even students without relevant background. For example, it could be career switchers, everyone. Our programs, actually, it's not the first initiative we launched with StrategEast. So we have a number of similar initiatives in different countries. So again, having some experience, we would like to bring and share our engineering culture with everyone willing to explore this opportunity. Speaking about our programs, we handpicked specializations that are in the highest global demand. Again, operating on international market, we see that there is a gap, there is a mismatch between demand and supply, and by introducing and bringing this program into Azerbaijan, we are hoping to bridge this gap. So here you can see 7 programs that we are going to pilot in Azerbaijan: business analysis, front-end development, Java web development, Microsoft.NET development, Node.js, backend development, mobile application development with Android, and of course, test automation. As for our learning approach and tools, so we're leveraging our best content we developed internally, along with partner content delivered by, for example, LinkedIn Learning. And we are offering you and every student a blended learning experience. So it contains from self-study materials, a lot of practice, online workshops with our experts, with hands-on experience in business and real life projects, one-on-one sessions, consultations, and of course, capstone project will be a very important part to develop hands-on skills in each and every specialty. As I said, all our programs are hosted and developed and will be delivered at our Learn digital platform. So every learner, every student will have access to our platform, and not only to our content, but also to content of our partners. Again, it is very difficult to describe in a few words what we are going to launch, but the program, I can say, is tailored to develop hands-on experience. So we hope that by completion of this program, every learner will be ready to join any company, be it local or international, as a junior specialist. And you see here our success criteria. Again, 80% of activities within our program is dedicated to practice. The selection process will be competition-based. I think we are already exposed our preparatory trainings, IT fundamentals, BA fundamentals, which are mostly self-study and open, available for everyone. Then English assessment test, also important part of our learning journey and selection process. Why? Because actually all programs will be delivered in English. And when students sometimes ask me which is the best programming language to start learning, and I always say that it is English, because knowing English, every student will be at the cutting edge of technology. So the main specialization programs will start from the beginning of May, and until then, we have some time to offer preparatory trainings for all participants, for them to understand if selected program is really interesting for them, and go through this self-study preparatory process and selection campaign. And we really hope that by the end of this program, we will have well-prepared students who will be ready to join any company, as I said, be it global or local one. So I think that's it in a few words. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Vadim, for presenting the EPAM's mission, goals, and something that we've been working hard to realize toward the IT Hub Azerbaijan. And I think that in the nearest future, we could see EPAM as one of the employers from Azerbaijan also. This is something that we go to. Okay, so basically, I think that I am the next participant for our discussion today, and I will share some information about the program itself. How do we operate in terms of the IT Hub Azerbaijan? And you already see our stakeholders, but still, we have a lot of something to share with you. Just a second, I will share my screen. Okay. So do you see the screen with the presentation now?
Yes, Helen, it's
Just I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Do you see the screen correctly? Is everything okay?
yes, Helen, it's correctly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So once again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Helen, and I represent StrategEast as a program manager. And I'm pretty honored to be here to talk about the IT Hub Azerbaijan and to be here to develop the IT sector in this country. As many of you know, this project is an initiative to train and develop basically the next generation of IT specialists in the country. And our goal is to create a pipeline of young and talented individuals who are equipped with the skills and knowledge they could be possibly need to drive the tech innovation and tech industry in the country. So as for the program objectives, 80 students from the regional cities in Azerbaijan, such as Ganja, Sumgait, Lankaran, Mingachevir, and Shivran, and of course, Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic, are going to be selected and trained in 7 different IT specializations, as well as English in the next 9 or 10 months, depending on our selection campaign, how it goes. And most of the details about the specializations itself, Vadim has already provided kindly. So basically, as we dive into the details, I would like to give you an overview of how we are recruiting our candidates, except for this webinar today, of course. So since we understand the importance of these projects and treating it with the care and attention, our recruitment campaign is data-driven and designed to attract candidates through several 4 streams. For example, LinkedIn lead generation, and our specialists, as well as today's panelists, are working towards the acquiring candidates on the profile of the LinkedIn and other social media if they're indicating that they are about to learn IT specialization or go into the career soon. So with this, I would like to encourage every young specialist to treat their LinkedIn and other social media as if they were looking for a job, even though they aren't for a time being, because even though you are now just learning something to do for your career in the future, you must stay upfront about the possibility that could emerge if we could find your profile and reach out to you. So I really recommend on registering on LinkedIn and other social media to provide basically word and more information about you, so you could be informed at any cost. Another stream that we are suggesting is, of course, targeted advertisement of regional cities in Azerbaijan. So if you reside in the cities, I bet that you already saw our advertisement about the webinar, about the program itself, and this is how you find us. Another, of course, very valuable stream is that we are partnering with development unions, labor unions, public organizations, academia, as local universities, as you may know, since we have a lot of students joining us from regions, as well as organizations like HUB that already is presented here today by our dear colleague Rashad. And of course, we are also partnering with local media, Telegram channels, and television networks, so even more people could find the information about the program. We believe that going directly to the forces of emergence of the workflow basically have a experience and field to change the careers, because they primarily could be knowing English language and aspire to be young specialists that eager to take their place in the corporate world. Thus, audience we are dealing with is not only pre-selected but also motivated and evil skilled, and I can see this by the number of questions that you are implying in our Q&A section, and we will be dealing with this pretty soon as I will be finishing my presentation, so stay tuned. Our target audience for this project are, as you may see, interns and young specialists, people with a background in English language, so they could be better understand the process of the education itself, and career switches, including but not limited to the IT industry. So you basically may have any kind of background that you stick to. We need you to be motivated to study and to finish our courses with us. Another critical element of our program is, of course, selection process, and this ensures that only promising and dedicated individuals are selected for the program. And selection basically consists of several stages. First is the application form that you might already seen and be registered for the program. Another selection step is an English language proficiency test that should identify that you have at minimum A2 English language proficiency to understand what will be going on in the IT courses itself. And of course, after that, we will be providing to you a full-week IT fundamentals course followed by a final test. This course is open basically for everybody who could confirm the English knowledge language test at A2 level, since it's absolutely free and will be giving you an understanding what the IT industry is about. How would you feel about going into one? And you could basically select a specialization within this IT fundamentals course, just to give it a taste of would you like to be more a developer, a tester, or maybe business analyst. That's you are to find. And this is, as I already told you, is absolutely free of charge and is a pre-selection for the main education for the 7 specializations that we mentioned earlier. To comprehend what our candidates are dealing with, I propose that we take a quick tour at our application form. So if there is somebody who joining us and not registered yet, you may use this as an advice and ask questions about the application form also. So firstly, our candidates are going to see the detailed description of the program itself, mentioning all of the project stakeholders and vendors, which IT specializations are accessible in terms of the program, what selection process looks like, and how long will it take, how many students are to participate in the program eligibility criteria, and the application deadline. For now, we are keeping the March 10th the deadline, but depending on the success of our recruitment campaign, we could push the date a little bit further. That depends on you. Secondly, this is the second part of the information of the program. Of course, we are asking also all the necessary info about the students, such as name, last name, birth date, email, to be able to contact you, as well as phone number and other a little bit of details that are gonna identify if you are eligible to take the education or not. Of course, we are asking about the permanent and current residents, since the program is mostly targeted for the regions. But again, if you are a valuable candidate that understands and has a motivation about going into IT and you reside in the capital city, Baku, this is not a restriction for you to join the program. You are absolutely free to do so unless you have the motivation. Of course, the duration of the program and the status of your working specialist or you are unemployed are also valuable factors for us to identify if you might have enough time to complete the studies, as well as some other details about your university degree and faculty, and specializations that we are to choose or you are to choose for this program. So in terms of selecting the IT specializations, we are giving candidates a chance to prioritize if the capacity for the specialization allows, if we still have place for the selected specialization, and candidate passed all tests for selection process. This is a guarantee that he or she will be joining his or hers first priority program. And as you may remember, we opened 7 demanded professional streams. We've done a market research. We were collaborating with EPAM on this matter to understand which specializations are in the most need in terms of market. So this is once again business analysis, automated software testing, and 5 software development streams like front-end, Node.js, Java, JavaScript, excuse me, this is the same thing, .NET and Android. Yeah. To understand, of course, your motivation for participating in IT Hub Azerbaijan, we are asking to submit a short motivational letter for a personal story to be put together to the raw data, so we could, learn more about you, to understand how do you feel, how do you find our program, and what's your motivation for participation. And of course, not to miss out on valuable candidates, we want to give everyone interested a chance to participate. Hence, we're staying in touch with the universities, public libraries, and other organizations in terms of providing computers for public use for our candidates, since we received a lot of questions regarding the internet connection and laptop availability. And this is the reason why we're asking if you have the access to the laptop or not, and same goes for the internet connection, of course, so everybody should have a chance to study with us. And to analyze effectiveness of our recruitment campaign, we're also asking how did you find the opportunity, because this allows us to adjust parameters of our campaign and go even more directly to you to be more effective in answering your questions on various social media platforms. So we are staying both effective and resourceful, and you would have even more chances of participation to the program. Then pre-screened candidates will be forwarded to our training provider, EPAM system, for further selection. And first, as you may know already, or maybe somebody you already did, you could take an English language proficiency test. And for those who are not meeting the English proficiency requirement this year, are going to be waitlisted for the next IT Hub as a first priority candidates. So stay tuned. And the applicants confirming at least A2 level of English are automatically enrolled in a free of charge IT fundamentals course that's lasts for 4 weeks and includes a final test. There's a possibility to pass the final test for the second time if you manage to score over 50 points out of 100. The overall duration of the selection process could take up to 8 weeks. So stay tuned with us, and we hope that you could join our next participation for this program. As for the other people who managed to score the 70 points out of 100 with the first time, they automatically are going to be entering the program for this year. For those who couldn't, they will be a first priority candidates for the current program. So stay tuned once again. If you fail the test, this is now the end for this program, maybe for you. And of course, for those who will be who successfully complete all of the selection process, you will be enrolled in a 9-month training course that will provide you with a deep knowledge and a hands-on experience with IT areas. And to mark up program launch for the students, EPAM will hold a kickoff meeting of its own, motivating students, to drive into the newly acquired opportunities. And we also provide students not only with materials, but also mentoring support and career guidance later on. And as it was mentioned previously, English courses are also going to be provided by the very acknowledged and worldly famous professionals, British Council. So this could be another point for motivation of you to join this program. And of course, to keep you even more motivated, to keep you on track, we plan to have physical meetups, mixers, and or maybe webinars to provide even more possibilities about the industry. So you could meet your role models, people like you who managed to change careers, people like you who managed to basically do their best into merging of the industry, go into directly from university to the other IT companies, or maybe other regional experts and national experts who would be having a great time talking to you. And once again, I would like to say that IT Hub Azerbaijan is about to establish the country as a leader in the tech industry, since the program graduates will play a critical role in driving its growth. By providing this kind of a high quality training program, we aim to create a workforce that is equipped about to tackle the challenges of the future, and we expect AD specialists that are going to be graduated from this program to be a part of this important initiative. And I believe that together we could create a brighter future for IT industry in Azerbaijan. And I think that this is all from me now. Please feel free to scan the code, to click on the link that we will be sharing, and to register, share this information with your friends and others who could be interested in the participation of the program. And now I think that we will be answering a few questions from the Q&A section. And one question was strictly pointed out to me, and I think that we could start with this one. This is the question that was allocated to for SIM or to the CIOR. Majib, could you please elaborate on how actively the organization that you work for is realizing similar projects? Is the IT Hub one of them or the first of them? Could you please tell us more about for SIM's endeavors in this field?
Would you like me to speak in English or Azerbaijani?
I think that it will be fair if you speak in Azerbaijani.
All right. Just to clarify, can you repeat your question?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Could you please elaborate if IT Hub Azerbaijan is the first initiative that for SIM took part in a similar way or a similar field, or do you have any other project that our candidates could be willingly to take part to develop IT industry in Azerbaijan?
Well, okay, thanks. Belə deyim, IT Hub Azerbaijan bizim ilk proyektimiz değil, biz başka proyektlerin üstünde hal-hazırda işləyirik. Amma bu webinara qoşulan gənclərin müraciət edəcəyi kimi layihələr hal-hazırda bildiyim qədərilə yoxdur. Olarsa biz onları paylaşacağıq inşallah və müraciət edə bilərsiniz.
May I add something else?
Yeah, of course, sure, Afşan.
Bir neçə sualları bir-bir cavablandırırıq ki, alınmır qeydiyyatdan keçməyi filan. Onu demək istərdik ki, çalışın bir neçə browserdan girin. Ola bilsin sizin internetiniz zəifdir və yaxud Explorer'dan girirsə Chrome'dan girin. Yəni çalışın və alınacaq. Çünki əksəriyyəti qeydiyyatdan keçir və nadir hallardan belə bir sual eşidirik. Bir də ki, ən böyük bu layihənin ən üstünlüyü ondadır ki, təkcə əbəylər yox, həm xanımlar iştirak edə bilər. Bu da ki, gender balansını biz nəzərə alınır bütün tərəfdaşlar tərəfindən. Və Helen, you can continue. I just reply to some questions about problems in registration.
Yes, of course, for sure. Once again, I'm sharing my screen with all of the stakeholders and the information about the program. We're really thankful for your presentation, Vadim. Vadim has already left for the other meeting. So please feel free to scan the QR code to register to our program. And I think that now we could go through another some kind of questions that we haven't answered yet. I think that we should indicate about the English courses. So we are expecting, we just had a similar number of questions about the English course. So I will give a general answer. As for the English courses, you first need to be able to join one of the 7 specializations for the course. For example, if you're joining front-end development, 1 month later, you will be able to join English courses, since we need to see if the person who submitted application and were able to commit to the program is going to be there for some kind of a time with us. And we are expecting that people who may live through the first month of the education for a specialization will be able to join another course. As for the English, this really depends if you have a level that needs to be elevated. As for the ones who will be needing the most of our attention, people who are basically covering the levels of A2/B1, English courses will be mostly for them. With others, I think that we could share some information about the business English as they later on, as they are supposed to have a pretty specific vocabulary about the program itself. As for the duration of the English courses, you will be joining them for a smaller amount of months than specialization itself, because specialization, as for the business analysis, for example, this is the shortest ones. They have 7 months of the education. As for the development courses, most of them are pretty strictly about to end in 9 months since you joined the program. And this is basically it about the English. If you have any other questions, please indicate them in the Q&A section. Okay.
I will add something else.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Bir neçə sual oxuduq ki, dərslər həftədə neçə dəfə olacaq və yaxud yəni hər bir mərhələni keçəndən sonra qeydiyyatdan hər bir növbəti mərhələ sizə məlumat veriləcək. Yəni hər bir etapdan sonra. Və bir neçə sual biz gördük. Suallar maşallah 100 dənə də sual çoxdur. Biz çatdırmırıq. Növbəti sual tez-tez biz qarşılayırıq və sertifikat beynəlxalq dərəcəlidir. Bəli, bizim elə əsas məqsədimiz bu beynəlxalq sertifikatla siz dünyanın hər bir yerində iş təklif ala bilərsiniz və ümumiyyətlə ən böyük üstünlük bu layihənin ondadır ki, uğurla bitirən gənclər, yəni seçilmiş gənclər, namizədlər iş təklifi alaraq, yəni söhbət onlayn işindən gedir. Ölkəmizdə qalmaqla xarici şirkətlərdə onlayn işlə təmin olunacaqlar. Bildiyiniz kimi, yəni cavan indi bizim bir neçə hissəmiz xaricə gedir pul qazanmağa, region ölkələrə, Türkiyə, Avropa filan. Bu fürsət sizə verəcək, bu təlimdən uğurla keçən və işlə təmin olunan insanlar imkan verəcək ailənin yanında olmağı. Yəni həm ailənin yanında olmaq, həm qazandığınız pul bildiyiniz kimi IT sahəsində daha çoxdur. Belə bir təhlillərin nəticəsi var ki, hər bir üzr istəyirəm, hələ institutdan keçirəm, zəng başlayıb. Hər bir pul qazanan IT sahəsində işləyən mütəxəssis həmən o pulu xərclədikcə 3-4 nəfər ayrı sahələrdə işləyən adamlar qazana bilər. Yəni bununla siz həm müsbət ətrafınıza təsir eləyərsiniz, həm də ki, ümumiyyətlə ölkə olaraq müsbət, yəni iqtisadiyyata müsbət təsir olacaq. Thank you, Helen. Sorry.
No, of course.
Answer, but...
Of course,
details.
for sure. I think it was needed. I also found one specific question that I would like to address, since it's pretty general, but also very important, is that after you completed the education, you are receiving an absolutely internationally renowned the certificate from EPAM systems that you are reached the level of skills for the junior position of the selected specialization, for example, junior business analysis or junior front-end development. This will be an indication that you were studying with EPAM, which is pretty acknowledged throughout the world, since it's like one of the biggest IT companies in the world. And this would be actually really elevating for your resume, for your interviews, and for your employment process. So we do have multiple benefits for this program, and international certificate of the contribution to this program is one of them. Okay, about the studies itself, also one of the most popular questions is that when the studies are about to start. So we are in the process of the recruitment campaign right now. As you may remember, the next step is the selection campaign, because we need to identify which people are going to be joining this program depending on their skills and motivation. And after that, we expect that the studies itself will start around the end of May or the start of June, just for you to be a little ahead. Ravshan, maybe you could translate this for everybody, because this is a pretty known information, but still we need for everybody to understand this.
Ellen, actually, I said already some of the points you mentioned, especially about certificate. Bəli, dediyim kimi sertifikat beynəlxalqdır, EPAM təşkilatdan sizə veriləcək uğurla təlimi keçən və qeydiyyatdan keçəndən sonra dediyim kimi növbəti mərhələlər hər dəfə sizə məlumat veriləcək. Birinci əlbəttə ki seçimdir və hər bir növbəti mərhələdə sizə daha ətraflı məlumat veriləcək. Ellen?
Yes, thanks very much, Ravshan. Another important
in various languages.
Yes, of course, because we are really international and this program is also international. So yeah, this is how we operate. As for the acceptance of the program, also one of the most important questions to understand that if you are selected to the next stage of the program, you are sent with the email identifying that first you are successfully pre-screened and you may be able to join English testing. After that, if you confirm minimum of A2 English knowledge, you are about to register for the IT fundamentals for the selected specialization. For example, IT fundamentals business analytics or IT fundamentals Java development. After that, you have around 4 weeks to complete this free course about the IT fundamentals. And if your final test identify that you have over 70 points for the test out of 100, you're automatically joining the specialization that you are about to study. Ravshan, could you please translate this also?
Yes. Onu demək istərdik ki, deməli, əgər siz birinci mərhələdən keçmisinizsə seçimdən və ingilis dili A2 səviyyəsidirsə, sizə ingilis dili kursları veriləcək əlavə və ondan sonra 1 aylıq informatik texnologiyanın əsasları kursu keçəcəksiniz. Yəni təxmini 4 həftəlik. Və dediyim kimi növbəti hər mərhələni keçəndən sonra uğurla hər bir növbəti etapda sizə haqqında məlumat veriləcək. Eləm?
Okay. Yes, of course. Could you please tell?
Sorry, Majid, maybe I missed something in translation. Okay, Helen, you continue if something to add. I think colleagues will add.
Okay. Could you please tell me if you said anything about the age restrictions yet? Okay, I will just start.
Yes, many questions like that.
Okay, I will just repeat once again that we for now we do not have any kind of age restriction. If you're over 18 years old, you may be absolutely eligible to apply for this program. It just mainly this program is targeted for development of the youth specialists and career switches. So you can see for yourself, if you consider yourself still young, you may apply, and we will be happy to deal with you and tell you and teach you English and IT specializations of your choice. So please just feel free to enjoy our program, and we will be waiting for your application.
Xanım Elen xanım onu qeyd etdi ki, baxmayaraq ki, yaş çərçivəsi qoyulub, 19-30 yaşdır. Buna baxmayaraq bu sadəcə olaraq biz hədəf qoyulub ki, proqramın yəni əsas göstəriciləri kimi, yəni təlimdə iştirak etmək üçün. Yalnız əgər siz bu yaş çərçivəsində deyilsiniz, ondan biraz yəni o tərəf ya 18 yaşlı və əminsiniz ki, bu təlimdə iştirak etmək istəyirsiniz, siz cəhd edə bilərsiniz və iştirak edə bilərsiniz. Yəni baxılacaq. Yes.
Okay, great. If anybody has
Necə?
Bəlkə siz nəsə əlavə etmək istərdiniz?
Yox, tamamilə doğrudur. 19-30 yaş demişik, amma hələ də Helen xanımın dediyi kimi hələ də özünü gənc hiss edirsə başvura bilərsiniz.
Okay, I see that we have several raised hands, so I will start with Rahim Ibrahimov. I think that we will allow our guests to talk, and if they're speaking in Azerbaijani, please speak up. Ravshan, Majid, Rashad, I think that you could understand which who you will be answering to and which topic is about. Okay, so Rahim, you are with us. Please answer your question.
Hello, my name is Rahim Ibrahimov. First of all, me in the creation myself, I am studying at Minnesota State University. I am studying IT first year. My question is, I am only 70 years old, but my 18 years old, 3 months late. He's accepted.
I think that I got your question. Yeah, if you will be turning 18 anytime soon, you could still be able to join this program. We are very welcome all young specialists that are already in the university. So yeah, feel free to join the program. There is no restriction for you to do so.
Thanks for all.
Yes, of course. So our next question will be from Sinan Dashadov. Please speak for yourself.
Siz suallar Azərbaycanda da verə bilərsiniz. Xahiş edirik, çəkinməyin.
Sinan, could you please identify if you still have a question?
Sənin sualınız varsa deyin. Bəlkə sualınızı cavablandırmışım. Maybe we already replied.
Onlar bir sual vereyim.
Əlbəttə ki, buyuruz.
Sualım ona ibarət olacaq ki, yəni İngiliscə imtahan olacaq. Yəni bu imtahan suallarında hansı nə üzrə qrammatik olacaq, danışıq üzrə olacaq, nə üzrə olacaq, yəni o maraqlı idi.
Helen, do we know how the English tests are structured? Like, is it on grammar, speaking?
Oh, it's mostly grammar. This is an online test that you should take for the grammar. Yes, it doesn't take much time. You have to register on EPAM's training platform first, and then you will be able to access English test, which is mostly grammar.
Rəhim bəy, başa düşdünüz yoxsa tərcümə edək?
Bəli, başa düşdüm. Çox sağ olun.
Buyurun.
Okay, so still we are waiting for Sinan. I think that we will be going to the next participant that has questions. So this is Praveen, you are now allowed to talk for this webinar.
Good day to everyone. So my question is, actually it's not a question, it's a problem. So when I entered to a EPAM system and to amend my profile, there's something went wrong, and I tried several times even with incognito tool. So it's almost impossible to amend my profile in order to proceed my registration process. So how to handle it? First of all, and second, I received email from not IT HUB Azerbaijan, but IT HUB Georgia. So it's the second problem.
Okay, I got you. So first of all, I think that we have our manager Karina here, and she will provide in the chat that is available for everybody her email address, and she will be taking care of basically any question that you may have while you're registering inside EPAM's platform and outside too. As for the header for the letter, yes, unfortunately there's been a mix-up, but you are still good. You're registered for IT HUB Azerbaijan. It just we're simultaneously launching this similar program in Georgia, and this is why some of our candidates were emailed that they were joining Georgia. But everything is under control. We handled this situation today, so everybody who received the email regarding being accepted to the next selection step for the IT HUB Georgia are actually accepted for the IT HUB Azerbaijan.
So I understand you, but I recently have talked to Helena, and unfortunately couldn't solve the problem. Either I have to wait till tomorrow, or because I don't want to lose this chance to participate in this program.
You will not be losing any kind of chances. Karina, could you please identify your email here so we could learn about this problem more and how to deal with it?
Because as I mentioned before, there are problem with amending profile.
Which kind of profile?
So because I have to amend my profile and make it switch it to Azerbaijan and proceed my registration. Because as IT HUB Georgia sent me, I received an email from you, or either it was Helena, I've forgotten. I may check it right now if you want, if you wish. So to clarify which email it was and proceed my registration. Because Helena said me, you have to switch your profile from Georgia to Azerbaijan in order to proceed, but I can't do it because on a site something is going wrong.
Okay, I understood. I think that this is a pretty.
We will get back to you.
Yeah. It just we will identify which is the cause of the problem, but still, if since our program is available both in Georgia and Azerbaijan,
yeah.
I think that.
Thank you. Even I made a snapshot of this problem and sent to
It's
Helena.
Okay. Karina, could you please identify your email somewhere here in the chat so everybody could see it and address all the specific questions regarding their registration directly to your profile?
Yes, of course, guys. I will leave my personal email from StrategEast company, and you can contact me with any problem you have, and we will try to solve it personally.
Perfect.
Okay, good. Thank you for the question, Praveen.
Yeah, thank you as well.
Okay, so our next question will be from Sakit Ismailov. Yes. So Sakit, you're now with us. If you have a chance to still identify your question, please be free to do so. Sakit, you hear us? Maybe not for a moment. Okay. So our next question could be from Islam. Please feel free to speak if you have a question, Islam.
Hello, is my voice clear?
Hello.
Hello, yes. Firstly, good evening to everyone. Thanks for this webinar. I have a question about the English exam, because I have get an email from IT HUB Georgia, but I don't know what can I do in the next steps.
There should be a link you should follow to be able to register for the English testing. And this is all. You just have to go to the EPAM training platform and take an English test there.
Okay, it means that I have applied to learn this course, yes?
Yes, you applied, and now this is a selection process. You need to register for the test of the English language, and after that for the IT fundamentals course. Everything is included in the email, and if you have even more questions, you can write Karina.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Majid, do you want to share something? You should be able to do so.
Yes, I'm trying to share my screen to show everyone the schedule for the regional visits, like these promotional campaigns, but I can't really figure it out. Where do I?
There
share my
is a
screen?
button. There is a button like a share screen in the bottom
Oh,
of the.
it's right there. It's looking at me. Sorry.
Yes. Feel free to do so. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to give any updates, since you will be the one who will be going to most of these regional meetings, feel free to do so in Azerbaijani maybe.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Tekrar salamlar. Deməli, biz regionlarda olacaq, rayonlarda gələn bu həftədən, hətta sabahdan başlayaraq. Sabah Lənkəranda olacaq saat 10-da. Daha sonra saat 3-də Şirvanda olacaq. Ayın 3-də Azərbaycan Gəncədə olacaq, Azərbaycan Dövlət Aqrar Universitetində. Daha sonra Mingəçevirdə olacaq ayın 4-də. Daha sonra Naxçıvan, ən sonunda isə Sumqayıtda olacaq. Əgər yaxındasınızsa, gəlmək istəyirsinizsə, orada bizimlə gəlib görüşə, canlı şəkildə suallarınızı verə bilərsiniz. Biz orada yenidən təqdimat edəcəyik. Mən özüm olacağım şəxsən və Regional İnkişaf İqtisadi Birliyindən də bir nümayəndə orada olmalıdır. Əgər alınsa, texnik imkanlar buna fürsət yaratsa, EBRD, yəni Avropa Yenidən Qurma və İnkişaf Bankı və StrategEast şirkətindən də nümayəndələr onlayn şəkildə qoşulacaqlar ora. Bunu paylaşmaq istədim. Maraqlı olanlar screenshot eləyə bilərlər. I guess that's it.
Okay, thanks a lot. We have some other people that would like to ask questions. So I see Rashad, another Rashad. Please be able to ask your questions.
Good evening. Thank you so much for this great presentation. I was about to ask you, so let's say I already work as a junior software engineer and I want to enroll to the same course that you're offering. Like, what would I benefit from this program? And my second question is, you in the beginning of the speech you were talking about the things like after the graduation, like the graduates should stay in the country and work remotely. Would there be any limitations to, leave the country after the program?
Okay, I understood your question. So first of all, it's really great that you already work in the industry, but unfortunately Vadim from EPAM has already left the meeting, but he could assure you that their courses are pretty loaded with the information. Though even though you're like already a junior developer in the industry, you could be having even more information at your fingertips, and you also will be having mentors that you could ask questions about the program, about the separate material parts that will be much easier for you to understand, to comprehend that than for the others who unfortunately yet didn't have an experience as in the industry basically. Moreover, as we are issuing certificates from EPAM systems, that will be once more an enhance for your CV, for your resume, so you can you could have your skills confirmed not only by the practical experience experience, but also from this very extensive training. As for the limitation of leaving the country, now, of course, we can't control you. We are here to contribute to the development of the nation as it is, and this is why we're going to the regions mostly, since we're wanting to each part of the country be developed almost equally. But of course, if you are to work somewhere else, we cannot force you, we cannot judge you, and we cannot do anything that are
So,
not in our force. So yeah,
okay, I got your point, but my question wasn't about the limitation to work in your company, but the limitation in general to leave the country.
Yes, the answer is the same. We're not, since, StrategEast is just the realizer for this project. We're implementators. We are here to facilitate you with all of the skills that you might implement anywhere you want. But if it's our desire that we are here to develop Azerbaijan and people in Azerbaijan.
Okay, thank you so much then. But do you think, like, for a junior level engineer, this course would be somehow a help to get senior level positions remotely?
Yeah, I think it could be of help, since you may ask for the syllabus of from Karina, for example, if you have
Yes, I would love to. I would love to actually.
Yes, of course. So you may ask for the syllabus, and Karina will be happy to email this for you, so you could understand more for yourself.
Yes, sure. I'm waiting for you.
Okay, good enough.
So could
good
you
enough.
please note your email so that I could send?
Yeah, Karina, could you please write it once again in the chat so everybody could see it?
Yes, sure, guys.
Okay, thanks a lot for your question, Rashad. Okay, we also have Timur. So Timur, please speak to us.
Hi for everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can I talk to Azərbaycani?
Yep.
Thank you very much. Hamınızı salamlayıram. Bir də təşəkkürlər ki, belə bir bizə şans verdiniz ki, biz belə bir yerə düşək. Sualım nədən ibarətdir ki, registrasiyanı keçdikdən sonra bu link veriləcək ümumiyyətlə ingilis dili kurslarına, yoxsa biz EPAM sisteminə keçib özümüz hansı bir registrasiyanı keçib və ümumiyyətlə bir o treninqə keçməliyik?
Okay. Bildiğim kadarıyla siz registrasyondan keçdikten sonra EPAM sistemleri size e-mail yazacak ki buradan İngiliz dil imtihanından keçebilirsiniz vesaire. Her bir şey orada avtomatik şekilde olacak, yani narahat olmuyor zaten. Ama bu suala daha dəqiq cevabı bence ya Rövşən müəllim ya da EPAM sistemlerinden kimse daha dəqiq cevap verə bilərdi. Rövşən müəllim?
Dediyimiz kimi hər bir mərhələni keçəndən sonra növbəti mərhələdə daha ətraflı məlumat alacaqsınız. Biz əvvəlcə desək səhv deyə bilərik, çünki vaxt var, seçimin nəticəsi var və filan. Ona görə hər bir növbəti mərhələdə siz ətraflı məlumat alacaqsınız.
Oldu. Təşəkkürlər. Yenə də hamınızı salamlayıram və çox sağ olun ki, bildirdiniz. Sağ olun.
Sağ olun.
Sağ olun. Helen, if I can add something?
Yeah, feel free to do so.
Yeah. Bəli. Onu qeyd etmək istərdik ki, çoxlu sayda bugünkü webinara, yəni namizədlər belə deyək, qeydiyyatdan keçib bugünkü webinara və təəssüf olsun ki, hamı 100% hamısı iştirak edə bilməyib, çünki kimsə işləyir, kimsə tələbədir, kimsə yoldadır və ona görə sizdən xahişimiz var, bu proqramdan faydalana biləcək, yəni uyğun bildiyiniz hər kəslə və yaxud qrup ilə paylaşa bilərsiniz və siz təkcə özünüzə yox, həm də bizə dəstək ola bilərsiniz. Teşekkür. Helen, floor is yours.
Okay, of course, thank you. I think that we covered most of the questions that we could possibly. Just one more. We have Yeah, so basically this is it, and everybody who has more extensive questions, please feel free to contact our manager Karina, and she will be happy to help you with the registration, with the questions regarding EPAM, regarding syllabus. And we are really happy for you to be here with us today to join this webinar, and we hope that this have given you enough of the information to join our program, or stay tuned for the other ones if you are pretty busy these days, because who isn't? But yeah, thank you very much once again, and thank you all our dear panelists and guests for joining us today, for answering all of these extensive questions with utmost care. So I wish all of us a good day, and stay tuned for the program results, for the selection process results, and see you soon.